everybody. Make yourselves comfortable. Probably gonna be here for a while. Wow. So the thing about moving, which I somehow forgot, is how everything is chaos. And life basically becomes a parade of boxes, one after another. Old boxes, new boxes, just boxes. But also, you know, coffee. We like coffee. Let me just get my heating pad set up so that I can live. Hi. So it's me. You might have noticed there's a big echo in here. This is the new house. We moved in about a month ago, maybe a month and a week ago. It's been hectic. I have with me a couple of books. Oh, and a little puppy decided to come and say hello. Hi, Phillip. What are you doing? That's the boy. That's the boy. Hi. Did you have a good nap? And then you woke up. Where's my father? He ate some rice and beans a couple weeks ago and had a major health scare as a result. He's better now. And he's never gonna do it again. He's so sorry. Should I go get your bed so that you can lie down in here? Okay, I'll do that. So, I injured my back again doing the show. So, they had to replace me. And then this will be my 4th day out. So I'm gonna be out today and tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday. But then I have 2 more days off after that so I can really assess. I'm mostly healed up. It's just, it gets really tight and it's especially bad in the morning, so I'm surviving, but I have to have a heating pad with me at all times or I will die. I'm in the middle of, like, the very end of the Joan Hickson narrated 420 from Paddington. And then I started the next Murder, She Wrote book. So when I moved, I said that I was gonna take out the next book in the series before I packed my books up, and I took out the wrong book. The next one that I haven't started yet because moving is You Bet Your Life. And I'm assuming this has to do with Vegas. Yeah, it's Vegas. This was the next book, Provence, To Die For. Not a great title, but Jessica's in France. However, I also got from NetGalley a mystery called Agony Hill by Sarah Stewart Taylor that I read the first chapter of. Sort of forgot about it. So I need to read this. So I don't know which one of these I'm gonna really read in earnest next, but one of them. So that's what I'm reading and listening to. And editing is what I'm doing. And my back is healing and Phillip is sleeping. And that is the update. Just hit myself in the face. I am sweaty from doing all those dishes. The kitchen was not clean at all, but now it is. Oh God, that was hot. Do you see the beads of sweat? No spots missed. Robot. So, we bought a robot vacuum. And we've named him Mr. Anderson because it's called the Matrix Plus. Plus, we don't want it to be a woman because then that feels sexist. Like, go vacuum, woman. He's going on it says an explorer run. Mr. Anderson will take around 25 to 45 minutes to explore your home. Do not stand in front of the robot. This can hinder his exploration. He's not gonna be vacuuming during this. He's just exploring. Okay, I'm gonna set him loose. Oh. Thank you in advance for your service, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, you're doing a great job. We're gonna be nice to him from the beginning because we know that the robot apocalypse is coming. We wanna make sure he likes us. Good job, Mr. Anderson. So, David is out of town. I left this morning, 5:45 in the morning. And in about a week, I am joining him in DC, and we're going to celebrate his birthday at a B&B in like a cabin in the woods type situation. It's going to be great. But yeah, so I want to have so many things in the house done when he gets back. We're almost done painting the house. We just finalized what color we're painting the bathrooms. But we also don't like those huge full wall like contractor mirrors that come in houses. So we took them down before he left, but then there were big holes in the wall where they were bolted in. Spent this evening, well, yesterday evening, patching the holes, and then sprayed the texturizing spray, and now I'm waiting for that to dry. I might not paint tonight, but I still feel like I've gotten a lot done. I'm listening to Agatha Christie Miss Marple, The Mirror Cracked. It's read by Rosemary Leach. It's number 8, that's what I thought. And I love it. I really love this narrator, Rosemary Leach. She's awesome. And this book is really interesting because it's sort of like Miss Marple, the later years. The whole book sort of side plot seems to be about her aging and getting older, and not being able to get around as well as she used to, and having to accept her limits. She kind of teams up again with her friend Dolly Bantry. But both of them are older, times have changed, there's a new development in town. But then of course Miss Marple visits the new development, realizing for herself that like the new world is just like the old one, and like smiling to herself about it because people haven't changed and human nature is still the same as it's always been. It's so charming. I love that character. Whenever David is out of town and I have days off, I go kind of hog wild in terms of staying up late and reading and stuff. So yeah, I'm almost halfway through it, and I started it last night. So I am in day 2 of crazy at home alone mode. So I decided to take the white paint the previous owners left behind that was in the garage that they have in the bathrooms, which we do not want to use, and use it to cover the areas of the bathrooms that were behind the mirrors. Otherwise, I feel from experience that if you have 2 layers of paint with a little bit of a glossy finish on it over here, and then this spot only had 1, then the finish will look a little different and you'll always be able to see where the mirror used to be. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm painting white paint that I don't like, that I don't want, so that then I can paint the color that I want. Our dark, bold, boho adjacent color scheme. I hope it helps because it's taking some time, but I'm gonna do it. And I'm hoping to be done with that soon so that I can actually start to see some progress and have some bathrooms looking done tonight. Okay, so I just remembered something. In this master bathroom, we wanted to do something that I already did in the kitchen, which is move this light switch, which is for the closet, into the closet so that it will be a motion sensor. This is a whole project, and I can do it, but I have to do it before I can paint. Okay, so the first half of this project is done. I have gotten the box, the junction box there, out of the wall. So that's pretty good. I just have to put the new box in the wall. Then I have to patch this with the piece of wall I took from the other side. And I have to sort of screw that into place with a patching kit that I have. And then I have to putty it a lot. Wait for it to dry, sand it, putty it again, wait for it to dry. To dry, sand it, and then put the texture on that. And then I can paint in here. Pray for me. Wow. It is now 8:25. I just needed to put my feet up and rest my back and my bones for a few minutes. I am done flipping the closet light switch into the closet, which is great, but then the opposite side where there was a hole in the wall that's being patched now is still drying, probably until tomorrow. I then have to put another layer of spackle, and then that has to dry, which won't take as long because it'll be a much thinner application. And then I need to sand it down, spray texture on it. I wait for that to dry, and then I can prime it with the white paint. Wait for that to dry, and then I can paint it blue. This is the first time I've vlogged on this new couch here, and I must say, I like that this auxiliary bookshelf shows in this shot. Oh, also this lovely can. I don't have anywhere to put I have nowhere to. Yeah, so I'm gonna sit here and rest before I continue, and then I'm gonna start in the smallest bathroom, and I'm going to do the cutting in of the light blue paint. That bathroom will be done first. Also, I'll probably be continuing to listen to The Mirror Cracked from Side to Side by Agatha Christie, read by Rosemary Leach. Hopefully I'll get all those things done, and some reading done as well. So it is 1:30 in the morning, and somehow, because it's been years, I had forgotten just how annoying it is painting bathrooms. Bathrooms are not fun to paint, especially this one. I thought I'd start with the smallest one to make it easy. This one is very small, and that made it a pain in the butt, or in the back, actually. Painting around a toilet, it's not my favorite. As always, it might need some touch-ups or whatever, but it looks fine so far. I need to take a shower because my back is hurting. I need some heat. But yeah, we're gonna take a break and see if we do any more tonight. We might not. Well, quite the storm we're having. Yeah, so I have been installing so many electrical things. Lighting fixtures on the ceiling. We bought a whole bunch of them all at once recently. So I've kind of done that now, I've sort of installed everything that I know where it goes. And I still just have painting to do. I'm trying to get as much done in the house before I leave to meet David for our vacation, because then when we get back home, I want him to be surprised by how much is done. And I have a lot to do, but whenever he leaves on work and is gone for several days, my nocturnalism becomes really, really intense, and I end up staying up super late doing all kinds of stuff. And so that's what's been happening. And I've been taking advantage of that to try to get this stuff done, but pretty tired. This lightning though, top notch. So, wow, this is a storm. At first I was thinking, wow, we're not gonna get any rain, just constant lightning. But no, we're getting rain. That is rain. Exciting. This is really the first time we've had a big storm in this house. Tons of rain, good for the yard. Since half of it is brand new, so I'm happy about that. Storms and rain. Real rain, not pretend rain. And the power hasn't gone out yet, knock on wood.
you.
Thank you. Oh, creme brulee. So here we are at Shenandoah National Park. It's gorgeous. It was raining all day yesterday. Now it's sort of like just misty and drizzling and very foggy, obviously, as you can see. So there should be a big view there. And instead it's just fog. But that's okay. We're gonna go on some sort of hike today. I don't know which one, because I've never been to this park before. And so it's all new to me. But it's not gonna be too intense, I don't think. But I got my walking boots on. Look at that. Well, hello, greetings, and welcome back. We got in this morning at 9 a.m. Just before 9 we landed and came home. David went to work after a 2-hour nap, and then I went to sleep and took a nap, and then I kind of got up, started doing laundry and sort of like normal getting back into the house stuff. And now I want to finish this book. I'm gonna lay here with Phillip and my water bottle and finish reading this book I've been reading. It's like my vacation book. I bought it at the airport. I've been reading it all along for like 5 days. Studded with sublime wit, says the New York Times book review. I agree. I think studded is the right word. It's sardonic, cynical or pessimistic, maybe. The jury's out view of a young woman's life and her marriage and her career and how she's always sort of felt like success and big dreams and all that stuff is sort of for other people. Like she sort of followed dreams and had ambition almost for show because it was expected of her, and she has talent and skill and the ability to achieve a lot, but somewhere deep down in her gut will not let herself have those things. She sort of feels like those things are for other people. And she's been kind of sabotaging herself. And it's interesting and distressing to witness. But the book is really like funny. It reminds me of Otessa Moshfegh. It does jump around in time and perspective a bit. And it does so in sort of not chronological order so much as like contextual order, which I guess that might throw some people. I don't know. Can't speak for everybody. I really like it though. It has a 2.85, which is not horribly low, but it's just lower than I would give it. I really like it. To me, this is like a 4 or 5 star book. Seems like people don't like the main character, which is not unsurprising to me, but it's a little boring. I sort of like messed up central characters. But yeah, I need to finish it. That's what I'm going to do. The trip was great. Other than that, Shenandoah National Park, gorgeous. Had a wonderful time with our friends that we don't get to see very often. Enjoy nature and play a lot of games. And it was nice to have this along for the ride. And I'm just happy to be home. And I missed my doggy, but now he's here. It was a good trip. And I'm going to finish this book. It's almost 6 p.m. I was supposed to be at work today, but I have a slight fever, not quite 100 degrees. I've taken 2 COVID tests. It's not COVID. There's just some bug going around. It's kind of fluish. So I'm home from work for the 2nd day. And now I'm in bed again. I'm going to read some more of this Murder, She Wrote book. Provence, to die for. Jessica Fletcher has settled in France for a much-needed month-long holiday. She's taking a cooking class from a famous Michelin-starred chef, and then someone gets murdered. So I'm over halfway through. I'm very much enjoying it, and I'm going to try and finish this tonight, maybe.
Is this your yard because you have a fence now and you can run around?
Now, one will actually be a fan.
All right, Operation Cheesecake. That can be a wrap on the fireworks now.